Yeah.
You want to like him, but you can't.
Are you listening?
What?
Are you listening?
Did you bring me on this show to insult me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't want it with us, man. We straight gangsters over here,
Straight
man.
gangsters.
Ah.
Yeah.
College football's getting crazy. It's not even
It's always
started.
been this crazy.
No, it's not been this crazy. Like, you got
People
two
just kept
top
it
five-
under wraps.
You got two top five coaches right now, Urban Meyer and Jimbo, that are like in the news. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me right now. Like, who's next? I'm waiting for somebody else to fall.
It's the internet world we live in.
Yeah, you're right.
Gone are the days where
Used to hide shit.
everybody just kept their mouth shut. Look the other way. Don't say nothing. Those days are over, man.
Yeah,
And you got to adjust to it or die. That's it. That's the way it is.
yeah.
Like, eventually, the wishbone offense died out. So you either, as a coach, you got to adjust to it
I
or
like
die.
the wishbone. I ran the wishbone 2 years ago.
You still do, huh?
2 years ago, I did.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I love
But
the wishbone.
I agree with you 100%. I think that there is definitely a stigma now where you have to be so prim and proper, not make any mistakes, especially as a coach. Players, same thing. You're going to be under the scrutiny of everybody seeing what you're doing. And, you got to be careful. Now, you guys talk about Urban also into this conversation. Now, last I checked, I have not gotten an update yet. But, man, why can't this committee make a damn decision about Urban Meyer?
Because they want to win. Whatever the case may be, they don't want to fire their winning coach. That's period.
No, I'm just not that I don't want to think they can fire him. I think why can't you just make a decision? Oh, here's a 1-game suspension, slap on the wrist, and let's move on.
Well, for one, Urban's like, I don't want to take the suspension. That's what I heard a couple of minutes ago, that Urban doesn't want to take the suspension. Like, he's the one that's saying.
Is it going to be his choice? I mean,
if
he's
you're
going to
Urban
do
Meyer,
what the.
yeah. If you're Urban Meyer,
No,
yeah.
So,
nobody's
yeah.
above reproach.
I honestly think that could be.
He threw his AD under the bus. Of course he's
But-
beyond reproach.
I could see where that could be his undoing. The way that I saw it was, everybody thought, and I believed it too, that they were basically just going to give him a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. And that's what should have happened
maybe a
today.
time served suspension or a suspension
served.
for a game, maybe the Oregon State game, whatever it is. And so if he's fighting it, that could be why this is unsettled today. And that could actually, he could actually
that
talk
could hurt
him way
Yeah,
out
that
of
could
a
hurt
job.
him. Yeah, that could hurt him.
Because you're right, Kyle. Nobody's above reproach. And when you're dealing with a board of trustees, Memphis Spence on his show today on Sports Radio America, one of our 12-ounce sports affiliates, he was saying today, he was listing off all the board of trustees, and it's CEO of this company and CEO of that company and CEO of this company. These are all people with egos. And if you think that Urban Meyer has an ego, it takes a big ego to be the CEO of a company. And when you're a CEO of a company, you have just as big of an ego as Urban Meyer does.
Yeah, but if you're winning championships and winning football games in this environment in college football, dude, I'm sorry, those CEOs of companies, they're good, but they also know bottom line too. You go and fire a coach like Urban, you drop your bottom line, at least for the next 5 years. You know it's going to happen. No coach is going to come and fill those shoes. So what you're going to do is, like, you're a CEO and you're like, hey, look, we got to make a hard stance, but at the same time, I like cash.
But their bottom line for Ohio State isn't even sports.
Is that what you think?
They make more money off of Ohio State than they do off of sports.
And that's what I'm saying, though, but who's the moneymaker in college sports?
Well, I mean, football's the moneymaker in college sports, but for the university, that's pennies on the dollar compared to what
You
they
think
make.
so?
Oh yeah, look at their
come
endowments, dude.
No,
Look
come
at the
on,
Ohio
man.
State University endowments, the research money
Dude,
they
when they're
get.
selling tickets for $200 a pop, man, come on, bro.
That pales in comparison to the endowment they
You
get.
think so?
Yeah.
We're
We're talking like, I'll look it up right now. I bet you it's over $1 billion for Ohio State.
$1 billion.
$1 billion endowment.
Yeah, that seems high.
That seems high as hell, bro.
I mean, it's going to be a large number, but I don't know if it's going to hit $1 billion.
I think.
But it'll be a large amount.
You think
Ohio
it's bigger
State
than
has
football? You think it's bigger than college football? You think it's bigger than Ohio State college football?
the endowment.
The endowment is $4.23 billion.
Okay, yeah, that might be more than college football.
I mean, you're talking about
Whoa.
research funds. You're talking about tons of money. You talked about $200 tickets. They look at a tuition at like $5,000 a semester. So which weighs more, the tuition or a game ticket?
But once again, both of those kind of coexist. Like
no, they do. They definitely want to keep
so,
that money going.
Yeah. So you still hurt your university if you fire a coach like Urban Meyer.
But this is where
you hurt them.
You do a little bit, but like you said, in 5 years they'll be fine.
It might not be $4.52 billion, but it's gonna be $15 million. Ticket sales go down. People stop buying merchandise.
See, I honestly
use the televised games.
Honestly,
shit like that happens.
Honestly, I get it if you're a school like Baylor, where you're Baylor and you get this coach that takes you to levels you've never been before, and you know you're never going to get another guy like that. But with a school like Ohio State and a program like Ohio State, maybe they might not find a guy who's just as good as Urban Meyer, but they'll find a guy who's good.
You know
Urban
what?
Meyer's a top 3, though. You're looking at one of the best coaches in the game.
Yeah.
So replacing him, it's same thing in Alabama. If you lost Nick Saban, you're not going to be able to replace him with anybody of a similar caliber. And there's going to be coaches coming out of the woodwork. Willie Taggart has a reputation of leaving the program after 1 year,
bruh.
and it's going to happen that way. And you got to roll with it. I definitely believe that. It's an opportunity for these guys that they can't lose Urban. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like spitting on my words here, but they cannot lose Urban. No, he is definitely not going anywhere. I
don't care what you say. They can't lose Urban.
I agree with Anthony. I agree.
I get what you guys are saying, but I don't think anybody's bigger than the football
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I am.
I get what you're saying, Chris, and that's the way it should be.
Especially a program like Ohio State. Again, like
it's a big program.
A program like Baylor, yeah, I get it, because Baylor's never going to reach those heights again.
Chris, in theory, that works. No one's bigger than the program. I think every coach says that. I think every player says that. But at the end of the day, if it came down to Urban Meyer and the team, Urban's going to choose Urban. Don't tell me any different. All right. Well, we've seen it. He's already done it.
I still think he's going to get out of this, though.
Oh, he's going to get.
He's going to be the coach.
So why do you think it's taking so long? What do you think's going on? Just because he's fighting the suspension?
For one, this show, like I get it. Like the longer they take, he might talk his way out of a job. But at the same time, if they were sticking to their guns, he wouldn't even had an opportunity to be in the room when the sentence would hand out. They'd be like, "Hey, look, this is what we decided. This is what you got." Instead, he's in the room and he's like, "No, I'm not doing that." And they're like, "Well, wait a minute. What do you mean you're not doing that?" You see what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying.
He has a say into the negotiation of his punishment. That's like me whipping my kid and saying, "All right, what's next?" You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, "Go to your room," he's like, "Well, I don't want to go to my room, Dad. So let's just let's watch TV." And I'm like, "No, you can't watch TV." "Well, okay, let's have ice cream." "No, you can't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like.
My favorite scene of the day was when Shelly Meyer showed up and she walked in like she was Dame Ronda Rousey getting ready to fight some people.
Well, you know why she showed up? They were like, "Hey, look, this is how you delete text messages. you use Snapchat instead of regular text from now on. You don't want to keep this shit around anymore.
Don't reply to people on text message."
Yeah.
Use audio recorders that can disappear.
Next time a woman on the coaching staff texts you, give them the phone number to the Title IX office.
Don't even do that. Don't even do that, bro. Just ignore it and walk away.
That's bad too.
Hey.
That's what got her in this problem in the first place.
I didn't see that text message. I got Verizon. It didn't work that.
Yeah,
day.
it didn't work that.
No, Sprint. Yeah, use Sprint. Use Sprint as an excuse. Their text messages never work. Sprint, the official sponsor of Scout Team Radio.
No, they are not. Sprint, we don't have anything to do with you until that check is cashed.
Speaking of phone companies, Jeff Beck loves AT&T.
No, is he a big AT&T fan?
Like huge AT&T fan.
What? I like AT&T.
I don't know. It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, whatever. So we want to thank everybody for listening in. Once again, every Wednesday night we do our Scout Team Sports. We are going to be kind of switching gears next week because we're going live every 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. on 12-ounce sports radio. And Our replay will be done at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. So the Scout Team is going Monday through Friday, daily format with the Scout Team Sports Show. So Wednesday nights, what are we going to be doing? We're going to convert this over to Scout Team After Dark. After Dark. And it's going to be I'm just going. I'm rolling with it. So Scout Team After Dark. So we're going to have fun with it. Our Wednesday night show is going to get a little crazier, a little bit more vulgar, and we're just going to go ape on our Wednesday night show.
Whoa. We're going to be able to go vulgar?
Yes, we're going to go vulgar because Monday through Friday in our morning show, we're going to be clean. We're going to give all the good information. It's going to be a little bit more professional. So Wednesday night.
Whoa, don't say professional. You scare people away when you say
we're going to have a lot of damn fun Wednesday nights.
Yeah, we have fun.
We're going to have a lot of damn fun Wednesday nights.
We have fun during the week, too.
We are. We are.
We're not going to be teleprompted.
We're going to have fun no matter what.
Yeah, we got you.
So if you guys want to hit us up, you can always check us out on Twitter at Scout Team Radio, on Facebook at Scout Team Radio, and on Instagram at Scout Team Radio. So we're a little bit of everywhere, and we're very proud of that. So we want to thank everybody for listening in. And Chris America looks like he has something he wants to tell us.
Yeah, feel free while we're on the show. You can text into the show at 330-866-0525. Again, text the show at 330-866-0525. Let us know what you think, what we're talking about. If you want us to talk about anything that's on your mind.
Have we tweeted that out? Let's tweet that number out.
So tweet it out right now.
Tweet it out.
Tweet it.
Tweet it out.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any service, so.
What service you got?
it.
I got
AT&T.
that burner phone
You got the
service.
burner phone.
So
I got two.
we were talking college football. AP poll comes out, which, preseason polls are preseason polls. We don't have too much excitement with it. Of course, I'm always looking at where UCF is falling. UCF is 21 on the AP poll. It just gives them a chip on their shoulder to come back and win back-to-back national championships. So I can live with that. That is definitely not a bad thing. Anthony, you are a big FSU fan. So you guys are falling at 19. How do you feel about that? I mean, after coming off a rough season like you did, do you think expectations are a little too high?
Dude, we went 500, below 500 last year. Like, to be ranked is what it is. It doesn't affect me. Like, I fully expect not to be ranked by the end of the season. And I know Chris is like, really? Yeah, I fully expect us to lose 3 games and not be ranked. One of those.
If you guys are 9-3, you'll be ranked.
Probably
in the 20s.
Probably. We'll
It'd still be good. It wouldn't be bad.
But 19 at preseason with a team that went under 500 last year, that it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Now
UCF, I will say that's disrespect on UCF. They should be ranked higher. They did go.
But we're getting used to it now.
They did not win a championship, but they did go undefeated.
They are bringing back a really, really good quarterback.
A really, really good. And he's an early Heisman hopeful. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Now, a couple other notables on here I just want to mention. West Virginia's getting some love. Now, they're at 17. I'm excited about seeing what Will Greer's going to do this year.
I am too.
Man,
Fear the Greer, man.
Fear the Greer. He's going to bring a lot of excitement to college football. I actually think West Virginia's going to finish a little bit higher than they are ranked right now. So I think they're going to move up the polls. Stanford is bringing back Heisman hopeful Bryce Love. So could see some excitement out of them. They're going to have a high-powered offense, which is going to be great to see. And then Ohio State's ranked at number 5. Now, I think Ohio State's ranking is going to be contingent on what happens with Urban Meyer. Disruption could create a whole avalanche of trouble here for Ohio State.
I mean, it already has. As far as ranking, wow. They're ranked number 5? That's high.
Number 5 on the AP poll. They were actually number 3 on the coaches poll. That came out earlier, so I think they would have fallen even more. They may have been higher on the AP poll if this Urban Meyer thing wasn't going on, but they're at 5, which to me actually seems like it's a little high with everything going on with them right now.
Well, I think it's high anyway. I got Penn State again. I got Penn State running tables.
Now, Chris America, this might hurt your feelings a little bit, but last year I was really high on Michigan. I've kind of jumped that train, but they're showing up in these rankings really high each one of these rankings. So they're 14 on the coaches poll, and with the AP poll that just came out, they're sitting at 14. I thought they underperformed last year, and I like Harbaugh, but
I'm not going to give anything away.
Why do you like Harbaugh?
Listen, we're going to give our top fives. We're going to give our top fives next week.
Next week.
We're going to lock them in. So make sure you do your research, fellas. Anthony, you won it last year. I still want to recount. No, I'm just kidding. You won it fair and square.
Yeah.
Damn, Louisville screwed me over.
Yeah,
and
did.
Michigan.
Me too, man.
So, but Michigan might make my top 5 again. They got Shea Patterson.
Why does every... Okay, go ahead.
Kid was good at Ole Miss, man.
Go ahead.
Kid was good, but he was at Ole Miss. I believe in Harbaugh. I know this Joker doesn't believe in Harbaugh, but I do.
No, I do not.
Guy's a winner. He's proven it.
Okay.
Time and time again.
In the first 5 years of whatever team he's been with, then he is on the decline, but okay.
Okay, well, he's still not made it to 5 years yet, so he's got to have a good year this
That's
year.
fine, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
the only thing keeping
this
me
is his fourth, right?
the only thing keeping me back is their new offensive coordinator, shark lover Jim McElwain.
McElwain. I like McElwain.
All right.
Any man that can hump a shark, I like. I'm cool with him.
Now, I know Georgia's got to be pretty high up on your list,
Georgia
Anthony.
is definitely high on
that
the list.
quarterback you love.
Dude, two. Like, seriously, everybody liked Jake Fromm, but the guy sitting behind Jake Fromm is phenomenal. Dude, I don't know how Kirby pulled him. I honestly don't know how he pulled him to Georgia when he had Jake Fromm there. Georgia's going to be the truth, man. Absolutely.
Oh, all right. So anything else you guys want to talk about this AP Top 25? It seems pretty straightforward. None of these people, you look at this, there's probably going to be 10 teams not in the top 25 at the end of the year. There'll be a couple of people out of the top 25 that creep up pretty high.
Let me ask you this. Who's in the top 10 that you believe without a shadow of a doubt won't be in the top 10 at the end of the season, and who's not in the top 10 that you believe without a shadow of a doubt will be?
So in the top 10, well, outside of the top 10, I think UCF, no doubt. That's me. Out in the top 10, that'll be out of the top 10. I'm just taking a look at it now. I think, God, this is rough. I don't know if
there's a lot.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. I mean, Oklahoma. I'm not losing Mayfield. Maybe they're not able to replicate the season they had last year. I think they could drop out. Now they're kind of towards the latter half of the top 10. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. One injury. Washington's got a lot of hype coming into this year.
Maybe they're the same thing.
Yeah, maybe they're going to be overhyped a little bit.
Yep.
Anthony, Miami's in the top 10. What do you feel about that?
Miami's not going to be in the top 2.
No.
Well, wait. God dang it. I got to respect them, but they lose 2 again. They lose 2 to 3 games again.
Mm.
But I don't know. If they lose 3, they'll definitely won't be in the top 10, though.
Yeah, three kicks you out.
Three puts you in like that 14 to 25 range.
Yeah,
depending on who you lose to.
And then
They're going to lose 3.
Outside of the top 10 that would be in, other than UCF, which I'm a little biased, I love West Virginia. I think they have a really good shot.
Miami's gonna, you think UCF's going to get in the top 10?
Yeah.
By the end of the season, they'll be undefeated again.
You want to bet on it?
Bets.
I'm not taking any bets right now.
You're still...
I'll take a bet that UCF will have a better record than Florida State.
Hi, my name is Loudbeard, and I have a gambling problem.
That's a reasonable bet right there.
That's not a bad bet.
Better
that's a reasonable
record
bet.
or higher ranking? Because there is a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Like, it's very possible Florida State could be 10-2 and rank number 10, and UCF be 13-0 and be ranked number 12.
That's true.
All right.
No,
so,
not this year. If they go undefeated this year, they'll get up there.
I don't trust any of them.
No,
all of
they'll
them
get up there
ranking
this year.
them number 21 to start off the season tells me and then they're going to come out and say, oh, well, they got a new coach. Okay, well, so does Florida State.
yeah, and they had a bad
got a
season,
better
and they had a. Okay, so real quick, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll find out if Anthony will accept the banana hammock bet.
There would not be a banana hammock bet.
When I'm working hard, I build up a thirst for sports. That's when I grab a cold 12-ounce sports radio.
Hey,
12-ounce sports radio. Quench your sports thirst.
Scout Team listeners and friends of the show, I've got something special for you. It looks like 12-ounce sports radio has done it again. We have partnered with Rally House. You just go to the website 12ozsportsradio.com. Click on the banner on the right side of the page, and it will take you directly to Rally House. Rally House has some of the greatest, most unique sports items for that diehard fan, casual fan, and anybody and everybody out there that is special in your life. So go ahead and check it out. Once again, go to that website, 12ozsportsradio.com. Click on the banner to the right of the page, and you will get taken to the best sports merchandise website on all of the small business. Are you looking for solutions to all of your communications problems and challenges that you have? Check out Ring Central. Give them a call. They have partnered with 12ouncesportsradio.com to give you the best rates on all of your business and office solutions for communication. Give them a call today. We have a dedicated line for all of the 12-ounce sports radio listeners. It is 1-877-779-3860. You will get a representative on the phone who will help you with all of your small business communications needs. Once again, give them a call today. 1-877-779-3860.
Oh, it's summertime. What's that mean? We're all heading off to the golf course. But don't go too fast. Make sure you go to 12ouncesportsradio.com and book a tee time. At the bottom of any page, you'll see Book Like a Pro. Click that banner, enter your course of choice or zip code, find a tee time you like, book that tee time, and you'll get up to 50% off, courtesy of 12-Ounce Sports Radio. Book like a pro, even if you don't play like one.
Did you know 40 points on your credit score could cost you $40,000 on a mortgage?
He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Thankfully, Lexington Law is here to help. Since 1991, Lexington Law has helped over 500,000 customers take action on their credit reports. Call 877-910-7472 to talk to a repair specialist now. Personalized credit consultation is free. Getting access to your report is free. Plus free score evaluation with a recommended solution. Call now and get on the path to recovery. Call Lexington Law at 877-910-7472. That's 877-910-7472.
Yeah, listen to those sweet beats, Chris America. We are back with Scout Team Sports. You can listen to us every Wednesday night from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. We are out live on location at a local brewery, and that brewery, I just got a beer brought to me from the great Anthony Mack, so I'm happy now. Having a little beer in front of me is one of the best things in the world for me, and I can definitely be excited about that. Now, Anthony and Chris are giving each other a little hug. All right, we're saying bye to some of our biggest fans. All right,
yeah,
giving a high five. Woo! Right? All right. So when you're live out on location, you got big fans coming over, listeners of the show that want to say hi. You just got to do it right on the spot. But I just wanted to say, I'm glad we're back from commercial. I'm glad I have a full beer. How are you feeling, Chris America?
I am feeling like someone who books like a pro on 12-Ounce Sports Radio. I'm feeling like somebody who was smart enough to go to 12ouncesportsradio.com, and they booked their tee time under the Book Like a Pro tab at the bottom of the page.
What? No way.
And I got a discount. That's what I feel like right now.
It was unbelievable.
It is
You understand?
unbelievable. I mean, it costs you nothing, so that's a win. You get a discount. There's another win, and you help out you help support our show.
So where can you find this booking the tea time thing at?
At 12ozsportsradio.com.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So back into it here. We were talking about banana hammocks, but Anthony always gets into that subject. So I want to kind of swerve away from that a little bit because we got into the weeds. And Anthony he talks about this male aficionado stuff sometimes, and it really gets me pumped up.
I've never talked about the male aficionado ever, never.
All right,
Something's
Anthony,
wrong
that
with
was
you guys.
that was your
Something's
jam
wrong
right
with you
there.
guys,
So, man, there's nothing wrong with us. Just trying to make the day go by in a good way.
Something's definitely wrong with you guys, man. Like, it's Wednesday night. I'm having a good time, and you guys just ruin it all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't ruin anything.
Yeah. Kyle ruins everything. I feel like that should be a title of a show that we should produce.
That would be a good show,
Kyle
by the
ruins
way.
everything. Hell yeah, let's do it. Kyle ruins everything. Dude, that beer looks good, man.
Hold on a second. We have a caller calling in on our phone line. Caller, how are you doing today?
Hey, guys, it's me, Willie Taggart, Willie T. How you guys doing? Heard you guys are talking a little college football,
Hang up
guys.
on this guy.
Oh, man.
Hang up on this clown.
Slick Willie.
Hashtag do something.
Hang up on this clown.
Oh, hashtag do something. Willie Taggart, we're
Why
really,
y'all
really
always ragging
glad.
on my coach, man?
We're really glad to have you on air tonight. You have called into the Scout Team Sports Show here on 12 Ounce Sports Radio, and we're excited to have you on. Big season ahead for your FSU Seminoles. What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to have a great season this year. Told the fellas, the boys, me and the boys, I told them, you got to hashtag embrace the suck, hashtag do something. You know what I'm saying, guys? You guys know what I'm saying.
Unbelievable.
Dude, he's a character of my coach. I wonder how his coach sounds.
My
who's
coach.
I wonder how.
My coach is the coach of life, Anthony, and I appreciate you saying that.
This guy.
Listen, in life,
This
you
guy.
got to do the right thing at all times. Hashtag do something.
Oh, I like your
I promise
hashtags.
you.
You are one of the best hashtaggers
promise
I've
you.
ever seen in my life. With all these hashtags that you're doing and all this social media and regular media and all that, how do you have time to even coach a football team?
I maximize each time of my day. When I'm at Oregon, where am I at now? Oh, yeah, when I'm at Florida State, hashtag swag, hashtag do something.
I swear, man.
And he's the hashtag king over here. So
I'm not even entertaining this fool. I'm not entertaining him tonight.
So, Slick Willie,
drunk enough.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taggart. Do you believe that?
You can call me Willie T, fellas. The kids love it. I love it. Willie T in the house. Hashtag swag.
Woo! Willie T. So what I was trying to say, Willie T, is do you think DeAndre Francois can have a bounce-back year after the terrible injury that he suffered last year?
We like to maximize and exterminize and patronize all of our quarterbacks to do the best that they can. We try to get maximum effort to embrace the suck. Hashtag do something. Hashtag love long time. Hashtag Kiki, do you love me? Swag.
I swear to God.
Oh, man.
What's wrong with this guy?
So, Slick Willie, Willie T, I'm a little starstruck right now because I'm a big Oregon Ducks fan, and you're really known for being a great Oregon Ducks coach for about 328 days. So, can you tell me a little bit about that time you were in Oregon?
Yeah, that Oregon time was great. I was freshman to hashtag Oregon Ducks, hashtag embrace the suck. I said that last year during media days. It seems like forever ago, though, doesn't it, guys? I felt like I was there. Like, when people think about my extent to Oregon, to what Bobby Bowden was to Florida State, they'll be like, it's the same thing. Hashtag do something, fellas.
Anthony, this is what your coach. So, you got any questions you want to ask him while we have him on the line?
This isn't my coach. This is a character. This is somebody that's just jealous that I have such a motivational.
Hey, Anthony,
Inspirational.
this is a serious radio station. We're on 12 Ounce Sports Radio, which is a serious radio station,
on my
and
coach.
you are disrespecting one of the best guests we've ever had in
You're
our.
hating on my coach, man.
So,
Listen, Anthony, when you are doing interviews, you got to maximize. You got to prioritize. You got to take it to the limit, all the way to the top.
That's why Dan
Do it
Mullen
all
has
the
a
time.
mullet.
Hashtag do something. Listen, guys, fellas, I got to go. I got to coach me up some football over here down at Tallahassee, right? That's where Florida State is. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
I don't know, man. I'm just glad to be back in Florida where the weather's nice. Hashtag do something, fellas. I'm out.
All right, peace out. Willie T, one of the great guests we've had on our show. We're glad to bring in some of the best guests in all of sports each and every week here on Scout Team Sports. And when we do our morning show, it will start this upcoming Monday. We are going to continue to bring you the best guests in all of the sporting world. And we're going to continue to do that for you guys, the listeners and the fans. And we're going to bring in guests like Willie Taggart because we have the biggest FSU fan in all of the world right over here, and he likes to talk into his golden mic. Say something for the fans.
I can't wait to beat the shit out of Florida this year.
I was just trying to bite my tongue because I'm a Florida State hater, and I didn't want to disrespect our guest on the show, so I just decided to be quiet.
I can't wait.
But he sounded like a good guy. He sounded like a very enthusiastic guy.
What's that? 6 in a row?
No, it's just 5.
That's just 5? It's not going to be 6 this year?
Nope.
Oh, you're claiming that you're going to win.
Who's going to win?
I already tried to romper bet you on that.
What are you doing? Yeah.
No, it wasn't romper bet. It was Wonder Bread woman bet.
Wonder Bread woman. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Dude, why are you always trying to pit me in women's clothing, man? Like, seriously.
Man,
wait, you're confident that you're going to win 6 in a row, so am I trying to put you in it or am I trying to put myself in it?
Just wear it. If you want to wear it, just wear it, bro.
I mean, if you're not scared,
no one's stopping
take the bet.
Just put it on,
if
man.
You're not scared,
Chris,
take the bet.
Be you. Be you,
take
bro.
the bet.
All right.
2018, be you.
So since Anthony is got this little Wonder Bread bet thing going on because he always wants to wear women's clothing, and Wonder Woman's one of my favorite comic book characters. So I wanted you guys to do a little fun segment with me here real quick. We're going to go snake draft style around the horn. We're each going to pick 5 players because it is fantasy football season. But our 5 players, we're going to go, let's do Marvel and DC. Let's go full.
Okay.
Because,
how are we doing draft order?
I'll go last. You can go first, Chris America. Anthony.
Oh, you just want the 2 picks in a row.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go number 1.
Oh, you just want the 2 picks in a row.
That's okay. Wait. All right. Well, Anthony, you pick the order. That's how I'm going to pick it. I'm going to make Anthony pick it.
The black guy's going first.
Black guy's going first. So Chris America's going number 1.
And then yeah, okay.
No, all right. Anthony's number 1. I'm going to write all this down because we're going to tweet this out after the show, and we're going to have our fans and our listeners vote on Twitter to see whose team is the best out of Marvel characters and DC characters.
Okay.
So we're going both. So we're going Marvel, DC. Anthony, you're going number 1.
Got you.
And then, Chris, you're going to go second, and I'll go third here. And let's see what we come up with. Anthony, go for it, man.
I think I got to take... Shit. I got to take Thanos, man.
Thanos. So, okay. I like it. That's a good call.
Thanos, bro. Sorry.
Are we doing bad guys and good guys?
Hell yeah.
You want to do bad guy? I was thinking superheroes like the good guys.
Yeah, let's stick to good guys.
Let's stick to good guys.
Let's stick to good guys.
We're good guys.
Well,
let's stick to good guys.
He was kind of a good guy.
So
I know we just had Willie
T
T on the phone.
Universe. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe next week we'll do both.
All right, here we go. Superman.
Good choice.
Good choice. I'm going Wonder Woman.
Ooh, Wonder Woman. So we're
wants to
going.
be my bitch.
Wow, 2 DC characters. I'm going with the highest grossing movie in Marvel history, and that would be Black Panther.
You're an asshole. He intentionally did. He looked right at me when he did.
Of course he did.
He set me up. He was waiting for that one.
Oh,
all
boy.
Right, go ahead.
Wakanda for life. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever, goddammit. You don't even know.
I'm all over the place. All right, so we're doing snake draft, so I get to go again.
Go.
I think I'm going to break into the Marvel universe a little bit here. I'm going with my classic Spider-Man.
Okay.
I'm going Thor.
Damn.
Good choice. I thought about him, too.
I hate you, bro.
All right, Anthony.
Thor. Okay, so Wonder Woman's off the board. Superman. I go Iron Man.
Iron Man, good choice.
Iron Man.
All right, now it's back to you because we're going snake style. So
all right. So
I'm going Deadpool.
No. It's my turn.
Damn it.
Jack
no,
Rabbit.
it's Anthony's turn.
Trust me, I'm not going to get Deadpool though.
All right, I'll go ahead and pencil it in early for you.
You know what? Give me Professor Xavier.
Oh, Professor X. Oh, you're going X-Men style. Good choice. So, Chris, you had Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm going Hulk. I like me some Hulk. And then comes back around to me.
To you, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go X-Men style, too. I got to go classic Wolverine.
Ah, damn it.
Yes.
That was my next pick.
Okay, go. What you got?
That was going to be my next pick. I had nobody else lined up. Hold on, let me think about it.
Let's see, what's the nerdiest superhero we can think of that Chris can have? What about Jubilee?
Jubilee.
You can be Jubilee.
You know what? I'm going to take Jean Grey.
Yes.
Jean Grey.
Got to
Yes.
match your...
I got one.
Got to match yours.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
Captain America.
Cap. All right, Captain America.
Now, even though you took Jean Grey, is that the Phoenix too, or
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
that's the whole thing?
You said Jean Grey.
But
We're
the
going
Phoenix,
with
Jean
the
Grey.
Phoenix is the bad guy anyways.
No.
Yeah.
kind of
She
true.
was no.
All right, so you got one more, Anthony. This is our last round of fantasy football.
he's gotta pick
fantasy
two
Marvel.
more.
No, he just picked Captain America.
Captain America.
He's got 4. He needs one more.
Damn, you took Thor.
This is
dude.
the last
I hate
round.
you, man.
How many do I have?
You've got Wonder Woman, Thor, Deadpool, and Jean Grey.
Okay, so I got one more too.
Yeah, so top 5 here.
You know what? Gonna go with the Mystic Arts. Give me Doctor Strange, baby.
Ooh, Doctor Strange.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Let's roll.
There's a 5th one I know that I have, but I can't remember who it was, and now I can't think of it.
All right, well,
God, stop it. All right, that's not helping me think.
I know. That's why we're doing
hey,
it.
we're on the radio, man. We gotta fill
we gotta fill the time.
Pick
Oh,
Jubilee.
man.
Pick Jubilee.
I don't want to pick no Jubilee.
Pick Jubilee.
That's what she said.
There's Colossus. You go X-Men style. Colossus.
Yeah,
is
do
strong.
some X-Men. I was gonna say Magneto, but he's the bad guy.
Don't pick Cyclops. He's a bitch.
Oh,
Cyclops is a little bitch. I can't stand him. Ever since you took Wolverine, I've been thrown off. Let me see.
He's
Let me
done
see.
for. Come on, man. They got plenty of characters, bro.
And just pick something.
I gotta pick somebody good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put
All right.
too much thought into this.
I'll pick the Black Captain America.
Black Captain
Wait,
America.
What the fuck?
Is that a thing?
This is not a fucking thing.
All right.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
All right. Is that it? That's your final choice?
I want to say this isn't a thing, but he's gonna find it. Watch, he's gonna find it.
All right. And
This is Black Captain America.
my last pick, I am Groot. Going with Groot for my last pick.
You know who I should have picked? I should have picked Storm, but it's fine.
You've got a pretty white lineup there, Anthony. I'm kind of surprised.
Superman's black,
So is Santa.
probably.
It's true.
Yeah. You know, white man sneaking down chimneys.
No.
Exactly.
Good point.
So who I got on my team?
All right, so you've got Superman,
He's a
Iron
black
Man,
guy. Iron Man's
Professor X,
black. Nah, he's white.
Captain America,
Captain America's
and
definitely black.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is white. We don't mess with magic.
No.
Yeah. But
Now,
Super-
Chris
but-
America has Wonder Woman, Thor, Deadpool, Jean Grey, and Black Captain America.
So his name's Isaiah Bradley.
Don't try to
no,
justify it.
there's no
He,
black
he was on.
Captain
There he is. Look at him right
he
there.
was on issue 197 of the 1984 version
There's a
of
Black Captain America.
First
Captain America
appearance
special.
in Truth, Red, White, and Black, #1,
Oh.
January 2003.
Hey, he died
Oh.
like the second
Dang.
they killed him because I ain't never heard of him.
All right, so
That's fucked up, Stan Lee.
I have Black Panther, Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, and Groot. So I'm just saying that I'm
Your
writing
team's
in an
gonna get-
early victory. We're gonna put this
Nah, I
up
don't think so.
All right,
bro.
I'll be Patriot.
after the show.
Iron Patriot.
All right. So we're going Iron Patriot. Are you changing yours? Okay.
No, I don't want him either.
Iron
It's
Patriot's
too late.
all right. Yeah,
You
yeah,
either get
yeah.
Black Captain America or Iron Patriot. Which
Don't-
guy do you
don't
want?
be-
Nobody knows who Black Captain America
Exactly,
is.
so he'll
So
lose automatically off of that one. Just go Iron Patriot. Calm down. He's a black guy.
hell yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Superman's black too.
All right, so we're going Iron Patriot. We'll go with that. All right, listeners, that was a little swerve off of sports. I'd like to have a little bit of fun. Fantasy football season is in full effect, and I think some of us are getting tired of listening to who should the starting running back be, who should you draft in round 7, who should be your 4th-string wide receiver. So we decided to go a little off kilter a little bit and go Marvel DC. We will put this up on our Twitter page at Scout Team Radio. We might even throw this up on Facebook and Instagram. Let's see who the winner really is. We'll do a poll out there, and we want everybody to get a chance to vote. So, with all that being said, we're talking Superman. We're talking Black Iron Man or Black Captain America.
This is getting
Speaking of Black Captain America, what do you guys think about this Adrian Peterson, who's basically the Black Captain America, joining the Redskins? I think this is a good fit. What do you think? I mean, Anthony was trying to provoke me earlier in the week.
He's a good fit now.
He was tweeting at me, oh, what Loudbeard is he top 5 now? I'm going to give you my perspective on this whole situation.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
I am a big Redskins fan. I'm not in love with this pick, but once Geis went out with the knee injury, you wanted to get a little depth at running back position. They brought in 3 or 4 different guys. A few names out there that people have heard of. A couple guys that you may not have, like an Orleans Darkwa, who's a good, solid running back. But they realized that Adrian Peterson was the best option for their team. They got him on the veteran minimum. He's getting paid like $1 million, which to me, if I got paid $1 million, I'd be rolling around naked in the bed of money right now. But for someone like Adrian Peterson, it's really kind of a small salary. So to get Adrian Peterson, 1, the name recognition, 2, the hope that he has a little bit left in the tank to give you a spark when you need it, and 3, that support to Alex Smith, who is a top 5 quarterback, to bring your offense to the level it needs to be. That's what we're hoping out of Adrian Peterson. This is the Washington Redskins team I wanted to see, and this is where it's happening.
I want everybody to know, Kyle said that Alex Smith was top 5 with true conviction. Like he didn't even miss a beat. He was serious about this.
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
I'm a believer.
He wasn't
true. You know what? He's top 5.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Top 5, Alex Smith.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you were getting some flack over there at Rehab Sports Guys the other day.
You know what? I ignore the noise.
The haters from Dallas Cowboy fans.
If you're a Cowboys fan, you have no stance in life.
Sorry, bro.
I mean, all right, let's vote right now. Do we think the Cowboys are going to be good? And does anybody at this table on the microphone like the Cowboys? I'm going to vote no.
Cowboys will not make the playoffs again.
No.
I think they'll be decent and no.
Yes. See, take that, Rehab Sports Guys.
They were decent last year, but they still didn't make the playoffs.
No, weren't they like? They were like 7-9, or
they were 500, right?
I think they were 8-8.
Okay.
I think they were 8-8. I have to go back and look, but it wasn't anything to write home about.
No playoffs.
Nothing too crazy. Right now we're in the midst of preseason.
That sucks.
That does suck, man. I hate preseason. The storylines are terrible. Look at the rookie quarterbacks shining. Sam Darnold looks like a superstar one game and then looks like trash the next game. Probably going to end up being trash. Couple trade rumors. Jets are looking into getting Khalil Mack because the Raiders just won't sign him.
Mack.
Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, sign that dude.
Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Florida just got a commitment from Mahmoud Diabete, 4-star linebacker out of Alabama.
All right, nobody cares. So the NFL in this helmet rule, it seems to be another situation going on. NFL comes out today and says we're not changing the rule. Fans are up in arms because everything is a penalty.
Yeah.
This whole thing's been played out all week. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but they got to back up. Like, the refs have to just lighten up a little bit. I think what's going to happen, they're going hardcore because it's preseason. Once the regular season starts, they're going to lighten up on some of these penalties. What do you guys think?
I think Dallas Cowboys suck. Rehab Sports Guys are Dallas Cowboys fans?
For the most part, yeah. There's one Steelers fan.
We're going to get back to that. I just got to go back to Dallas. Dallas is horrible. Like, well, who? Sorry, Rehab, man.
Dallas who?
Dallas sucks, bruh. Come on, bruh. Step your life up, man. Something's wrong with those guys.
Oh, man.
All right, now we're talking about the penalties. Yes, there's too many rules, too many penalties, flags being thrown, and that's just in preseason. It's not going to get better during the regular season. We all know this. It's going to slow down the game tremendously, and I think all in all, that might be the biggest problem. Like, that's what coaches and players are going to complain about more than anything else. It's just going to slow down the game.
So I have one thing to say to what you just said, and that's when I think about the Rehab Sports Guys, there's a couple things that I think about when they talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm
up their ass and work them out like a puppet.
No, there's one more.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
So, Rehab Sports guys, if you guys are listening, you can tweet at us.
Come
We
at
don't
us,
give a
bro.
crap
Come
because
at us, man.
Cowboys, man,
Zeke
no.
sucks.
No, yeah, Zeke. Dak sucks, man.
Dak and Zeke suck.
Nah, Dak's good.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's a
He's
Romo
overrated. Without Zeke, he's done. He's nothing.
Dude,
No,
they
he's
said
good.
Romo
Zeke
was
is
the greatest
good.
too. Dak is
Nah,
Dak
Dak
is
is
a
good.
Romo in disguise.
Back off of Romo, bro.
Nah, fuck Romo.
Dak is a Mullenite.
Come on, man.
He's good.
Just
He's
saying.
the only Cowboy I actually think is okay.
What?
Dak is a Mullenite. He's good.
You only think he's okay because you used to beat the
He
snot out
never
of him.
won anything. I
Exactly,
love
that's
him.
why you like
He was
him.
good looking. He liked Jessica Simpson, and he never won anything. That is a
man.
Cowboys quarterback that I can get behind. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to hear it.
And he's great on the mic.
excuses.
Hey, Rehab's gonna come at us. Hey, bring it, man. We can
Bring
talk
it.
Dallas all day long.
Man, we don't care.
What? Blake Bortles got more playoff wins than Dallas Cowboys in the last 20 years,
Blake
Yeah.
Bortles.
and I hate Blake Bortles. Too.
Don't bring Blake Bortles into this because he's the future MVP.
Oh boy.
All right, so you guys have been talking a lot about how much you hate the Dallas Cowboys,
Yeah,
right?
we hate Dallas.
All right. So I got to ask you, what would be the worst sports year of all time for you? Like, so obviously I think we would all agree, probably for the NFL, if the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl, that'd be awful, right?
And
Well,
that's
what
it.
team would be worse?
All right,
What team
so-
would be worse?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll go
Dallas
with
would be
mine. I'll
pretty
go with
bad.
mine.
So we're talking worst year ever.
Worst year ever of, like, this team wins a title, that team wins a title, and this team wins a title. You'll be like, you'd almost want to give up on sports because that's how awful
All
of
right,
a year would be.
let's
So
hear yours, and then we'll go from there.
I think for NFL, I guess it would be the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys.
Everybody hates Cowboys.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other NFL. I feel like it's so cliche to hate the Cowboys, though.
No,
no, I feel good about it.
It just feel like a regular thing
pretty
to
good.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, I actually change it. For me, I think it'd be Tampa Bay winning one again.
Ooh.
That would be the worst year ever.
I think no, that would be part of it. That'd
that
be part
would
of
be
it.
pretty bad.
All right, so you got Tampa Bay Bucks. All right.
If Florida, so I love the
No,
fact
Florida
that
State,
Florida
just say it.
just put Florida State down, but I love the
Just
fact
put it.
that Florida is the only school to win a basketball and football national title in the same year. So for it to be the worst year ever, it would have to be a Florida State football and basketball championship in the same year. Anthony would never let me live it down. Florida State fans would never let me live it down.
You're right.
It would just be
I would rub that
god
shit in your
awful.
face. Oh,
All right.
God awful.
All right, what else you got? You got any other
Um,
teams you want to put in there?
For baseball, I guess it would just be the Yankees. I mean, again, that sounds so cliche because everybody hates the
Everybody hates the
Yankees. It's
Yankees.
so popular to hate the Yankees.
I like Aaron
but
Judge. He's a black guy.
You know,
Yeah.
he's been on the injury report here. He's on the DL 3 weeks. Had
Is he
a
down
wrist
low?
injury. It was an off the field issue, if you know what I mean.
Ah!
Yep. And he hasn't come back as quickly as they thought, but I think they're keeping him rested up for this playoff push. So you'll see him back soon.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
any other team that would win the World Series, maybe Boston. If Boston won, I might
like
hate
Boston
that.
teams.
But other than that, like, I really couldn't care less if like the Los Angeles Dodgers won or Houston wins again
Yeah,
or
nobody cares about
Chicago wins or Milwaukee. Like, I wouldn't. It would make no difference in my life. So I'd have to say New York. And then for basketball, it's just always LA. I can't stand the Lakers, like the way that their arrogance is, the Laker fans. Like
Wait,
it's almost
wait,
like they feel like
I have
Man, how
never
much
heard-
do you hate LeBron James?
I have never heard
Always.
him say he hate the Lakers until now.
He
because
hates
the
LeBron
Lakers have been
James.
non-existent.
I guess so. I'll
But if you were to ask me
I'll give you
before,
that.
like-
I'll give you that, but I still think you just hate
Even before LeBron James, like I just hate how there's just like, oh, the NBA is just better when the Lakers are good. No, they're really not. I really couldn't care less if the Lakers are good or I mean, I do care if they're good because I hate them. But if they're not good, it makes no difference in my life if the Lakers are the number 1 overall pick every single year.
All right, Anthony, I've got mine. I'm kind of swirling them around in my head. What do you think? What would be your worst year ever?
So for NFL, damn, like you said, it's cliche, but I hate the Cowboys.
All right, good choice.
Like if Cowboys won, I'd be pretty disappointed.
More so than like the Bears or Minnesota.
No, nobody cares about the Bears in Minnesota.
that wouldn't be bad.
That wouldn't be
I mean, he's
bad.
a Packer fan. That's why I
First
said
of all,
it.
that wouldn't
but
be
what
bad,
if
though.
if
That
Kirk
would be
Cousins
okay.
won the Super Bowl, everybody would
They would
cheer.
love it.
They would love it. He's a
He's a
great
top
guy.
5
He's
quarterback.
very likable. He's top 5.
Okay, yeah, that's not.
That's why? That's what
fine.
you're looking
Yeah,
for.
good.
All right, what else?
College, obviously, is
College.
and it happened. Chris is like, oh, if it happened to Florida State, it would be horrible. But yes, it happened. Florida won basketball and football, and he's been
If that happened again?
He's been living off that shit. No, I hated it. That was the worst sports year for me.
2006,
That shit
2007,
happened.
yeah.
All right.
Dude, I like.
So you're going,
They played Ohio State that year.
Both times.
Dude, I bought the Ohio State hat. Dude, I had the Ohio. I was decked out in Ohio State.
Yeah.
I was like, the vest is going to destroy him, and they went out.
Hold
there
on
and
a
just
second.
blew
Just
Goose
one
egg.
second. Let's
Who
do
you
this
got?
real quick.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
We're going back in time.
Yeah.
How did
The
the
year
Warriors-
the Florida Gators win the football and basketball championship. Anthony, how do you feel about going back in time?
That was horrible. That was a bad year, dude. I seriously.
That was your worst year ever?
I bought all Ohio State gear. I was pumped up for the championship game. Like I had put money on it. I was like, Ohio State's gonna destroy Florida, bro. And man, that game sucked. That was one of the worst championship games I've ever watched.
Oh, it was the
by
best. 41-14.
Exactly.
Oh,
That
great.
was horrible. That was the worst championship game.
That was
I've ever
bad. I
watched.
watched it up
Ted
at
Ginn Jr. returned to kick.
Dude.
Florida, everybody picked Florida to get blown out.
Yeah,
everybody thought
everybody.
Florida didn't
Everybody.
deserve to be there. They wanted Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan had their chance. They didn't make it. And to
It was horrible.
explain, Florida State has other rivalries. Florida has other rivalries. But the reason why I think I have the same reason why I hate Florida State, the same reason why Anthony hates Florida above all the other rivalries of Florida State is because when we were growing up, in our most, what do they call it, your formative years, either we kept them from winning a national title or they kept us from winning a national title.
Always.
And
Always 1 and 2.
that was for an entire decade.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All right, so how did it feel going back in time? Was that good?
Horrible.
Oh, it felt great.
It was a bad memory.
I
All right,
remember
so that was
Percy
your
Har-
worst year ever.
I remember Percy Harvin running all over
God
Arkansas.
damn it.
Rehab sports guys.
I was like, man, I wish that guy could just catch a headache right now and fall out, man. I fucking hate
That's just wrong, man.
Dude, I'm
That's
sorry.
just wrong,
dude. I
man.
hated that team.
All right,
I
so
hated that 2006
I'm going my
Gator
worst
team.
year ever.
Hold up, man. I'm not done. What I got? I
He
got
is.
baseball,
He's
right?
at Gators.
I said Gators in college sports. What I got baseball? Baseball? Yeah, it's got to be Boston. Even though I don't watch baseball, I hate Boston.
And it's
teams.
whatever you want it to be.
I hate Boston.
You make it your own.
I hate Boston's team, and I don't care about hockey, so whatever, right? That's it. I'm good.
All right, I'm going my worst year ever.
Go ahead.
It's cliche. I'm going Cowboys.
Wait, he didn't mention who his next top model winner would be that would make it hate
Kiss my black ass. Hey, dude,
Yeah.
don't do that. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right, so I'm going Cowboys.
So it's unanimous Cowboys.
Steelers come in a close second, but I'm going Cowboys. So when we're talking football, I am not going Florida State. I got to go Alabama. If I have to see Alabama win another national championship or
that's
invitational, whatever that crap is that they think that they're going to win, I think I'm going to throw
Dude,
up in my mouth
You claimed half of that
all year
invitational.
long. So I didn't even watch it. It was so disgusting.
Now you haven't seen that in a long time. How was it when the Giants won the Super Bowl? That's your other rival.
I don't really care that
You don't
much.
really care that much?
No.
Just the Cowboys?
Just the Cowboys.
Okay.
So then in baseball, I'm going to go worst year ever would be if they decided to do a tie and it was the Yankees and the Red Sox that somehow both got World Series championships. I don't even know if you can make that happen. It would be awful. If I have to see Duke win another championship, that would be awful. If I have to see another year where Tiger doesn't win a championship, that would be awful. If I have to see a year where Serena doesn't win a championship, that would be awful.
Oh, yeah.
If I go hockey, I don't know. I don't want to see the Penguins. They're the
Yeah, I would say
rivals to
kinda
my
over
Caps.
that.
I'm over the Penguins. And then if I'm going basketball, if I have to see the Warriors win another championship, that is going to be awful. So that's my worst year ever.
Get ready to watch an awful season of basketball.
Oh,
That's what's gonna
I don't
happen.
even. This is going to be a long year. We're going daily on a sports talk radio, and we have to talk about the Warriors,
every day,
man.
Because it's gonna happen.
So I will say this: like the worst championship possibility would have to be Lakers versus Boston for me.
What?
Yeah, Lakers versus Celtics. I don't want to see that.
That would be
Like
bad.
currently?
I'm with you.
No, like any time. Like if I were to think of any combination of like a worst championship, another worst championship would be like Florida State versus Georgia. Or I'm sure for you it would be
yeah.
or for you it would be like Florida versus Miami.
Yeah, that would be like I can't.
Where you're like, how do I win here?
Look like I'm gonna drink that night away.
I'm not even gonna watch it.
I'm not even watching that. You're right. I'm not. No one watched that.
I bet you that year if UCF went undefeated, he'd be like UCF national champs.
Hey, I would actually
national champions.
Chris, you found a scenario where I would claim UCF as a national champ. Absolutely. If Florida
Anthony,
or Miami
I finally
won,
just started liking you.
I'm just saying, bro. I can root for Florida.
Just doing it. All right.
But I can root for Miami a little bit. Like
I'm kind of the same way.
I'm okay with Miami. It's just like
no, you're not.
No. I'm
Don't
okay.
be lying over here.
I am okay with.
Are we talking about the Marlins?
I'm okay with the Miami Hurricanes. I just don't think they're back, and I'm being serious. People are like, "Man, you just hating." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
No, I'm saying you're just hating. Not people, me. I'm over here saying it. You.
No, everybody says I'm
wait
hating.
till Miami wins like 2 or 3 games in a row. You're gonna be like, "See, I told you they're not back," and we're gonna be like, "No, they won." Yeah, but they only won by 32 points against this team that they should have won by 37 points. No, you're hating. You're giving excuses of why you don't think Miami should be on there, and it's ridiculous.
We're gonna watch this season intently. You're gonna understand why Miami isn't back.
Yeah,
Mark Rick is gonna show his colors. It's gonna happen.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to tune out. I think Samurai Jack's on the TV here at the bar, so I'm just gonna watch.
Jackson.
Oh, it's not Samurai Jack.
Oh, I thought I like Kangaroo
Kung
Jack.
Fu Panda.
I like Samurai Jack.
I like
Samurai Jack's the
Kangaroo
he
Jack.
came back.
Did he?
Yeah, they made new episodes. My son found them. I'm like, Samurai Jack, bro. I used to watch when I was a kid.
You know who I should have drafted?
Samurai Jack?
Do it.
Aang.
Blade.
Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait. He's Marvel?
No, he's just
Marvel. He just wanted to
badass
pick
cartoon.
him.
Hey, you should have got Blade. Though.
So hey,
I should have gotten Blade.
Blade would have been a good one.
Blade
Yeah,
Luke
you think
Cage.
of all these now. It's hard. We
Daredevil.
A little bit of no.
No, Daredevil would get his ass kicked.
yeah,
my team's pretty solid. I feel pretty good with Wonder
I'm
Woman.
surprised
and Thor.
nobody picked Batman.
Yeah, because Batman. Did you watch Justice League?
Yeah, I did.
He was the most useless character of all time.
I mean, he drove.
Like
He was
they
a
all
butler.
that movie would have ended a lot sooner if none of them had to take their time away from the bad guy to save Batman's ass. Like that happened the entire movie.
It's true.
Hey, Aquaman looked pretty tough.
It was like watching J.R. Smith rebound the basketball and return it, and LeBron James being like, "What the hell's going on here?
No,
You're only as strong as your weakest
Too
link."
soon, bro. Why do you always hate bringing up
Hashtag too
LeBron
soon, man.
quotes?
That's too soon.
Hey, is that not a good sports reference to what was going on in
I'm
Justice
just
League?
saying,
Okay,
man,
fair
it's
enough.
pretty bad.
All right, so I'm gonna throw this out there. We don't
ahead.
talk enough about baseball, or maybe we do.
Oh yeah, your boy.
So Bryce Harper gets thrown out there on
Got waived.
waiver. The weird thing. This is a baseball thing. It's the revocable waivers. What the hell does that mean? Like you can put them out where another team can claim them, but then if they don't want to give you the right trade move back, then you can revoke that waiver and bring him back on your team.
Wow.
Baseball's got the dumbest
How does-
rules.
how
I'm
does
sorry, baseball.
How does the baseball got a player union? Do they not?
Yeah, they do. They got
How the
weird
hell do
rules,
they let
man.
that
These
happen?
rules have been around since like
I
1918.
wouldn't want
So
to be a revocable waiver. What the fuck? What are you
It's
talking
stupid.
about? You trade me.
This
you
is like
trade me, bruh.
the ultimate, like putting out feelers on a girl.
Yeah.
Like, hey girl, what
Hey,
are you,
girl,
what are
you
you
look
doing?
good.
What are you
Oh,
doing
I was
Friday
just
night?
saying that.
What are you doing Friday night? Oh, I already got plans. Why? Did you want to go out? Nah. I was just trying to see what you. I was just seeing what you were up to. Like,
No
we're just
problem.
friends. Like, what are you talking about?
yeah, girl.
Crazy
What's
as
up,
hell.
girl?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
exactly what it's like.
Dude, how long has that been around? That's been around forever.
I don't know. It's just I don't actually understand it that well, so I'm probably the worst person to be talking about it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, right?
I don't know.
Waiver.
I
You
didn't
can
read the
revoke
rule. The rule's
waiver.
probably 458 pages in the baseball official rule book.
Yeah.
I mean, it basically went like this. Justin Verlander was the big waiver last year by the Detroit. I won't say Lions, but the Detroit Tigers.
And Bears.
Yeah, and the Bears and the Lions.
Oh my.
Yeah, so they put him on the waiver, and then Houston picked him up, and then Houston had to give Detroit a good offer for the deal to go through, and they did, and that happened. But who offered the
Dodgers?
The Dodgers did.
The Dodgers picked him up, and again, details are a little loose. I don't know what the offer was, but the Nationals definitely changed their mind, pulled Bryce Harper back on the team,
And
which is just
if you're the Dodgers, you got to make that deal happen.
I wouldn't want to be on the team after that.
the thing is the Nationals could have been asking for a truckload. If they say give us Kershaw back.
Well, yeah, that's
then you're
true.
saying,
Yeah,
you know
no.
what? Peace out. We're keeping Kershaw. This just shows me that Harper will be gone at the end of the year. And it looks like the Nationals are giving up on this year a little bit. They're ready to just call it quits. They got rid of Daniel Murphy. Daniel Murphy gets picked up on the same waiver deal, but he goes over to the Cubs. And I don't know. It's crazy that this is going the way of this. And then Matt Adams, who's another player of the Nationals, he goes over to the Cardinals. So you're seeing a lot of different moves. It looks like the Nationals are giving up on this year, and I had really high expectations for them. Though with the Capitals winning, I guess I can go ahead and give my Washington teams a pass. Now that the Nationals aren't doing well, we're going to have to see the Redskins step up a little bit.
It's the kind of the thing that's it's good and bad about baseball is for 4 months you feel like you're in the playoff hunt, and then the last 2 months you're not. So it's like, man, I wasted all the energy. Where in football, especially college football, you know when your team is done.
Yeah.
If you have 2 losses, like
yeah,
you're out.
Outside the top 4. That's true. A couple big breaking news things. I'm not going to go. I guess I'm done with baseball if you guys are okay with that. Though I do have a really great baseball Oprah Solid I might share with you guys later.
Did you guys want to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays beating the Kansas City Royals last night?
No.
Do you want to break it down and give
break it down.
pitch by pitch analysis? Analyst?
Don't do that.
Analysis?
Aroldis Chapman,
Don't
the
break
best
it
saver or reliever in the league. He is going on the 10-day DL. Boom, big news. Urena, who is the guy that pegged Ronald Acuna Jr., he is not going to fight his suspension. Boom, big news.
Can I say something? I think basketball needs to adopt the 10-day, 15-day injury list.
Yeah.
To stop these resting games and stuff.
That's not a bad idea. I agree with you. I think they should do that. Giancarlo Stanton goes back to Miami. Huge ovation. He kind of does this. He points at his heart.
Oh, okay. He
not a trade. It's not a waiver.
Yeah.
The Yankees went and played in Miami. It was his first time back this year. He did this whole thing where he pointed at his heart and then pointed at the stands. The whole crowd went wild, and then they forgot that he left them high and dry. And then lastly, Yu Darvish out for the season. Cubs have been a little disappointing this year, but they are sitting at 71-53, so they're leading the Central. So they're going to have a great run at the offseason here, but they're not going to have Darvish there as some of their support pitching. So that's kind of what's going on in Major League Baseball. I don't know. You guys got any questions about what's going on in the big leagues here?
I don't got anything there.
Playoffs.
All right. So a couple other outside of baseball news I want to talk about and get your guys' opinions on this. Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes is coming up. UFC 232 on December 29th. It has been confirmed. That's a big fight. I know, Chris, you're a big uneducated Fight Club guy. This is a good fight.
No, it's a pretty exciting fight. It's probably the only person that can test Cyborg.
Yes.
And even then, I'm not saying that with full confidence. I mean, Cyborg's just a beast. She is just a woman among girls. I haven't seen her even come close to being in trouble.
When's the last time she fought?
A few months ago, she fought Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes gave everything in the kitchen sink. Holly Holmes is a world-class fighter, kickboxer. She gave her everything she had in her arsenal, and not at one single point was I worried about Cyborg losing that fight. So, but Nunez, she's really, really good. She's right up there. Definitely the second best fighter in UFC in the women's division. So
UFC is putting some good fights out. So we've got McGregor coming up, which that is exciting. October 6th.
I'm not sure if that's a good fight.
It'll be a good fight. And then
Chris, is that a good fight?
That's Khabib and McGregor. So that will be a good fight. And then we've got this one with Cyborg. So UFC stepping up their game. I thought they had gotten a little lackluster there for a few of their fights. Seemed like we had a long summer, no really good action. And, when we talk about Cyborg, she has had a great run, but so did Ronda Rousey. And eventually these runs do come to an end. Now Ronda Rousey's winning championship belts at the WWE. So you never know where Cyborg will be next.
Yeah. So
I still want to say that McGregor's not a good fight.
Okay, go ahead. So you can say whatever you want.
You got money on McGregor?
No, we got Romper bet on it.
On McGregor already?
Yeah, I got Khabib. He's got McGregor.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I must have been passed out that day.
I look at as he takes another sip of beer.
Oh, yeah, I do have McGregor. You're right.
Well, if you got nothing on that, I have some pretty big news that happened this week in the music world. Thriller, no longer the top-selling album in the United States.
I thought you were going to talk about Aretha.
No. I guess the Eagles released a greatest hits album, and it just surpassed Thriller.
I think John Lennon came up from the dead. That was the big news.
Who?
No.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Hotel California, my friend.
So last week, I don't know if you listened, Anthony, but I gave my boy Loudbeard over here some groups, some bands to do a concert with. I'm going to do the same thing with you. We are now doing Scout Team Radio concert. You are the event manager.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you four artists.
Okay.
You have to cut one of them. You got to make one of them the opener.
Okay.
The other one, you got to make the second act, and then one of them has to headline. Okay, you ready for it?
Let me get my notes open.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You have Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Prince.
Okay.
James Brown.
Okay.
And Whitney Houston.
Ooh.
Who you cutting? Who's opening?
Damn.
Who's second act? And who's headlining?
Wow.
And don't take as long as Chris America on his last pick on the fantasy draft. Please don't take that long. We don't have all night. We're already hitting 8:45.
Wait. So he got Prince, MJ.
Prince, MJ.
Whitney.
James Brown, and Whitney.
Woo!
Damn.
I make it hard, man. That's what she said.
So one of them's got to go.
One of them can't be on the show. We only have room for 3.
Damn. James was a hell of an entertainer, though.
And dude, Whitney had that voice.
Okay. Hey, look. I'm going to be honest with you. I got to cut Whitney.
Sexist.
No.
Just because she's a woman.
No. I got to cut Whitney because
we all know that you're the male aficionado. You hate women, so go ahead, cut Whitney.
Listen.
Peace out, Whitney.
If this is
she had one of the greatest voices of all time. Nobody has ever had a voice like Whitney Houston.
But
just cut her because she's female.
But what you're trying to do is you're trying to plan an event. Like, this is a party. This is a concert.
Yeah, okay.
This is a lively concert.
Yeah.
So even though
you're the promoter,
even though Whitney was powerful and her voice was just stung out, her entertainment value wasn't all the way up there. She was a singer. Like, she sat on the stool and sung, and that was cool.
So if I traded out Whitney for Janet, would that make a difference?
Yes, it would make a hell of a
All
difference.
right, let's.
That made
it. Let's not complicate it.
So James Brown got to go then.
No.
Okay, so we'll stick with the original list.
Let's go.
So
Whitney's on the bench.
Whitney's gone.
She's gone. So who's your opening act?
James is opening.
Okay.
James Brown's
opening.
He
gets the crowd pumped
Prince
up.
Prince is in the middle. Prince, because Prince gonna mellow it out, but still keep.
He's the meat between the two slices of bread.
And then MJ is gonna
bring it home. Bring it home. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah. But if you threw Janet in there, James Brown is out, and Prince is opening.
Oh man,
Prince is opening.
You love the Jacksons.
Yeah, Janet's going second, and then Michael's still finishing out.
All right, I like it. I like it.
I seen Janet show, bro. Like, I'll send you a video. I keep it on.
All right, no, that was good choices. That you came up with some good ones here. Hold on one second. We got a guest calling in. All right, hold on. I'm getting the sound volume here. Dominic from We Talk Sports Good. Is this you, sir?
Yeah. Yes. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? So you've got your show coming up here at 9:30. You've been coming on each and every week the last 4 weeks, talking to us and talking to our listeners. So tell our listeners again, what do you got going on tonight? What is the big story that you guys are going to focus on We Talk Sports Good?
Yeah, so we're definitely going to go back here to college football. I know we got some more things popping up, but especially with the AP Top 25, All-Americans coming up. You got Urban just sitting there arguing with trustees. A&M got a little bit of dirt coming out. Got to go back into college football now.
So with Jimbo Fisher being in the middle of all this dirt at Texas A&M, do you have to say that that one national championship he won at Florida State should be null and void?
Why are you coming after me when Urban had
So Dominic, I don't know if you knew this, but Anthony's a huge Florida State fan, so obviously he's going to take this personally. But between you and I, don't you think that thing should be null and void?
I mean, I'm not 100% on this yet. Just because some of the extra things I'm hearing already from some Texas people that have a little more or have some insight that I've heard about. They're saying that the coach that the guy claimed paid him wasn't even on campus that week that he said he got paid. The player that was being recruited has no idea who this guy is. So, I mean, the recruit getting pulled in here, I'm sure they're just telling him that. But it is interesting because they do have proof that that coach that paid him wasn't even there that week.
Ooh.
But see,
I call it all lies.
But didn't I tell you? I said, man, when you make accusations like that, you better have some.
He's pointing at me real hard right now.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
honest, Dominic. You can't see this right now, but he's pointing at me real bad.
And I don't even like Jimbo. Y'all know that. Y'all know I don't like Jimbo. But you gotta have some proof to that, dude. You just can't make accusations like that. That means that guy. I mean, you can go anywhere and make shit up now and destroy people.
It's an evolving story. There's a lot of layers that are going to come out of this, so it'll be interesting to see. Now, this Urban situation, I think everybody kind of talked about this ad nauseum, but, man, they just need to give him the punishment, tell him to shut up, move on, let this thing just go away. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I know what you guys were talking earlier, how, I mean, he's facing CEOs, so it's just a battle of egos right now, and at this point, you need to just take the suspension and just sit it out and get your name out of there.
I mean, but that's the whole point, though. Like, why is he even in the room? Like, these board of trustees, you got to get the whole scope of it. He has that much power that he's in the room with the people that are saying, we're going to punish you. That's crazy to me.
That's too much power.
That's too much power.
Well, I mean, so some of that could be they want to talk to him, get his side of this. I mean, it's one thing to read the report, but you gotta sit a guy down, especially the person being accused, and ask him your own questions. Like, hey, when you said this, like, what was the tone? Like, what? I got questions.
I mean, that phase is already done, though. I mean,
that's part of the investigation phase. Like, people in the board aren't the same people that investigated it.
There was an announcement today, though. They said an announcement was coming up.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was already done, like, last week, bro. They already pulled them in and asked them questions.
Yeah, this has gotten to be too much. They've overdone this. Let's move on from this Urban Meyer thing. It could definitely convolute the conversation. One more topic that I think is important. Adrian Peterson gets signed by the Redskins.
That's important.
He's basically the black version of Superman. He's so strong and can do anything. He can't do anything wrong.
It was just like in Justice League when Superman was dead and you thought he was gone and then they brought him back to life.
Right. Is this a resurgence year for AP? What do you think?
When Adrian Peterson has 3 fumbles one game, we're going to see a different Kyle.
Shut the hell up. Dominic, I'm talking to you. Don't listen to that guy. We're kicking him off the show. Hey, so do you think this is a resurgence year for AP or what?
I mean, I could see a couple games he had in Arizona.
The first one.
It's hard to say resurgent, not anywhere near, but I could still see a somewhat productive Adrian Peterson. More so if when Chris Thompson comes back, that might help balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, well, Chris Thompson's that great receiving back out of the backfield, and I think they could be a good complementary duo. I'm a Redskins fan, so I'm definitely probably the worst person to ask about this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got just a couple minutes left here. So one last parting thought before we let you go. Tell us a little bit about what is that one part of your show tonight that your listeners have to, or our listeners have to stay tuned, listen to, and they can't wait to hear. What's the big news tonight?
You got to listen to Thomas's tweet of the week. He's got another good one. He had a good Melo one last week. I went with the theme after Melo getting signed, so he hasn't obviously told us, so all I know is it's good, and he's been saving it already here for the past couple days.
So it's good, and we talk sports good. It is all good. I love it. Hey, Dominic, we really appreciate you coming on the show each and every week. You guys have a great show. We've all listened to you after our show. It comes on tonight at 9:30, so just stay tuned after the scout team's over. Go get a beer, maybe go brush your teeth for the evening, and then come back, all you listeners out there, and listen to Dominic and We Talk Sports Good. Dominic, thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us on.
Absolutely, bro.
All right, man. Have a great night and have a great show.
All right,
all right, peace. All right, again, great guest.
Great guest.
I love it.
You know what? I'm ready for Loud Beard Gets Weird.
All right, so we're going to do a quick Loudbeard Gets Weird. I've got a good one. Hopefully it's still up here on my browser history. Oh, shit, what's that on my... Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, what you
don't
got
tell
up
my
there, bro?
wife. All right, so we've got here... This is an article that came out a couple days ago. This was a big event that just happened. We're sports guys, and I think sometimes we miss the big events. So it looks like that there is a race between pugs that happens every year. And, not too often the same dog is able to win each and every year, but there's a special pug, and her name is Emma. They call her the Usain Bolt of pugs. So those wondering who can fill their void left by Usain Bolt when he retired, they have found the void that can be left, and that is Emma the pug. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out Emma the pug. Go ahead and Google her, search her on the interweb, whatever you've got to do, but she's a four-legged cutie, and she has won her third straight international 50-meter title for pugs. So this race was taking place in Berlin because Germany and Florida are where things that happen are really cool. And she is a 4-year-old, has won it 3 times in a row, and she finished in 5.866 seconds to defeat dozens of other competitors at this amazing race. So Emma the pug is the Usain Bolt of pugs. Make sure you check her out. She is the Loudbeard Gets Weird story of the week. Thank you, Emma.
So were they all pugs, or were they just...
It's a pug race. Get over it, Anthony. They're smushed-faced
I was asking.
cuties.
I like pugs.
They're cute animals.
Yeah, they're all right.
So that's my Loudbeard Gets Weird. And we've got 4 minutes left, which is just exactly enough time for us to do hashtag Oprah Solids. Each and every week we like to do our Oprah Solids, which is our greatest and best, if not worst, event or person that has happened this week. So, Anthony, you look like you're scrolling through the interweb. You want to go first? You ready?
I think I got one.
All right, let's hear your hashtag Oprah Solid for the week.
My hashtag Oprah Solid goes out to Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Borat and everything.
Yeah.
He has a new series on Showtime called Who's America?
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, it is hilarious.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Dude,
Man,
it is
I always liked
hilarious.
his stuff. Ali G show was amazing.
Who wants to give me their Showtime login?
No. What?
Hit me up on Twitter.
All right.
I don't have Showtime login.
Oh, what do you got? The Cody?
I can't.
He's got one of those old school pirated boxes.
The FBI's listening.
Every once in a while, the fuzz would start catching up, so you'd have to get it reprogrammed.
You get the Chinese subtitles.
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, the show is awesome, man. And dude, let's just say that he had some dude dress up as a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, I knew you would like that.
Bruh, for a kid.
You like that?
Wait,
you like that?
Dude, it's funny.
Wait, you're not using LimeWire, are you?
LimeWire, bro.
Hey, man.
LimeWire?
I used to use that all the
I
time.
haven't heard that in forever, bro.
Is that still a thing?
That's taking
I don't know.
back. I don't think so, man. Like, seriously. Remember they started making you pay for it.
Yeah, that's when it failed.
Yeah, it just went right down the drain. No, it ain't. Like, I can't. I'll tell you off the air. Man.
Listen, I will pay for this in viruses and worms only, not in cash, okay?
That's what she said.
Yeah, but Sacha Baron Cohen, man. Who is America? The show's awesome. Check it out.
All right, Kyle, do you have one?
Yeah, I do. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine's a feel-good one. So, Oakland Athletics, Chris Davis, he had a young fan come out that was one of these Make-A-Wish fans. I don't know what the situation was. Maybe cancer. Typically, that's what it is. But the fan comes to the game, signs Chris Davis's jersey for him. He says, "Hey, I want your autograph." And Chris Davis wears the jersey with the autograph from the Make-A-Wish kid through the entire game, and he ends up crushing a home run. And he said as he was walking around the bases or jogging or trotting around the bases, he said, "I thought about him around the bases. There's not a better feeling than hitting a home run. So hopefully he got some excitement and joy from watching that." So to me, my hashtag Oprah Solid tonight is Chris Davis. Man, when athletes give back and do things like this for young kids, it's such a big deal. I'm a big fan of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I have nieces that have special needs, but one of my nieces in particular, she had leukemia when she was very young, and she was told that she had a 50% chance of surviving. She is now 21 years old.
Fuck yeah.
Well, actually 22. I'm sorry. I'm bad with
Hell
age.
yeah.
She's 22 years old, but she was told that when she was 4. And she went up and watched a Barney show from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They flew in the family, and they all got to watch it together when she was very young. So I know that they are a great organization, and when these things happen to these kids' lives, it touches their hearts, and this is a big deal. So I want to give Chris Davis the hashtag Oprah Solid of the night.
Chris, goddamn, Kyle's trying to make me cry, man. Fuck, that was a good one.
Why did you not tell me to go first,
God
man? Like,
damn
how am I
it,
supposed
bro.
to follow that up?
Can't
It's
follow
such
that.
a jerk.
You can't follow that one. That was a fucking good. Hey, dude, that was
It
a
was,
fucking-
and
dude,
he's a jerk.
I feel like going out to hug some puppies and shit, dude. Seriously, that was pretty fucking good, man. Awesome.
So did you have something to say, Chris?
Oh, he's fit to fuck shit up right now. I'm sorry.
No, I can't because he gave me that story.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Sorry, bro.
Oh, wait, I found it here. Slocum is in remission from a rare cancer called Langerhans cell histiocytosis.
This is even worse for you, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know how you do that.
All right, so here I'm gonna change my Oprah Solid. Manu Ginobili's thinking about retiring. Hashtag Oprah Solid Manu.
All right, good. There's a little buffer there for me.
All right, so can you beat Manu?
Yeah. My hashtag Oprah Solid is Doug Marone. Doug Peters. Is it Peterson? Yeah, Doug Peterson.
So they're two different coaches,
Two
but
Dougs.
both named Dougs.
Yeah, both Dougs.
Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Oh, remind me to show you a cool video.
All right.
All right, so
that's what she said. Oh,
Doug-
shit. Where's my thing? Hold on.
That's what she said.
Doug Peterson just wrote a book, and it basically said that he was watching the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Patriots. The Jaguars took a knee with 55 seconds to go left in the half, and he's like, oh, that's it. That's what cost him the game. Just basically trashed the coaching decision in his book. So, of course, what do you do as a media member? You ask the other guy about it.
Yeah.
So this was Doug's response. He says, hey, Doug won a Super Bowl. Doug did a great job of coaching. I'm sure there's a long line of people that have same questions or feelings. It's just what you're going to do when you talk about a loss like that. So then he goes on to say, I read a book in the offseason by Mark Manson, the New York number one bestseller in the New York Times list. Do you know what the title of that book was? It
No, I
was
don't.
called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Ah!
Wow, I'm glad it's after 9. It's after dark.
Taking a
that's
few jabs by number one, saying I read a book that was the number one, like a better book than yours, and it's called.
That's pretty good.
It's by a guy that wrote a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an
yeah,
F.
that's pretty good.
That's a good response, though.
That's pretty good.
Blake Bortles would kick that dude's ass.
I doubt it.
Come on, man.
Dude,
Bortles Combat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Look, hey, speaking of Doug, dude, check this video out. Hold on, wait.
Plug his phone in.
He's going old school, putting it up against the microphone. All right. I hope we don't get sued for this copyright infringement that you got going on right now.
Throw some D's on that bitch. Dude, I'm going to post this. It's funny. I got you.
All right.
Doug and Skeeter, man.
Doug is killing it.
Doug
All right,
and
guys.
Skeeter.
It is 9:02. We have had a absolutely fantastic show, like we always do. I didn't expect anything otherwise. What do you guys think?
Awesome,
I
man.
think it was fantastic.
So, wait. The Hefe just sent me breaking news. He said Gene Smith, but I think he meant Geno Smith, suspended for 2 weeks.
So?
Oh, wait, no. 3-game suspension for Urban. Oh, that's more important. Why do you say Gene Smith? Oh.
That's the athletic director.
I was thinking of the football player, Geno Smith. You're right, the AD. So AD is suspended for 2 weeks. 3-game suspension for Urban. Just came out. You're hearing it live on Scout Team Sports.
Wow.
The Hefe, who is the leader of this
3
gang of
games?
merry men known as 12-Ounce Sports Radio, he is breaking the news here on air for me. Thank you, the Hefe. We appreciate what you're doing out there. And Urban,
Is that confirmed or is that rumored?
this is
Well,
a
he's in
text from the
Ohio.
Hefe.
He's in Ohio, so he's right there.
This is the president / CEO / janitor
All right,
of
here we go. I
a
got the
reputable 12-ounce sports radio station.
Dude.
Of course it is real, man.
He's probably in the studio.
So when do they
right
play
now.
TCU?
Confirmed. He said confirmed. That means it's confirmed.
TCU week 4? So they suspended him up to the first big game of the season?
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they got. Oh no! Sorry, he will miss Oregon State, Rutgers, and at TCU.
Ooh.
I'm not really get what the suspension of Gene Smith is, other than do they not pay him?
I don't know.
Yeah, why did they suspend the AD?
Because, I mean, I'm sure they're going to say he had something to do with it, too.
To be honest with you, it's all bullshit.
No, it is.
He should have been fired. Like, what a way not to set an example.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see what the investigation
So Jeff said he thought TCU was Game 4, so he thinks he'll be back for Game 4.
I'm just reading this report that says Meyer will miss games against Oregon State, Rutgers, and TCU. So, I mean, maybe that's wrong.
Is it from 12 on Sports? Because if it's not, if it's from the Sports Turd, it's not a reputable.
Turd.
You know which one I'm talking about. It's got 4 letters in it, whatever, the Turd. Dude. So the Turd doesn't give you the great information.
Yeah, their fourth game is Tulane.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Dude, but we knew
TCU
this was gonna
is
happen.
September 15th.
So 3rd.
But
we knew this was going to happen, right? Everybody knew that nothing major was going to happen to Urban Meyer. We said you can't be in the room deciding your fate.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry.
So, Jeff, thank you for tuning in and giving us the great information. I'm sorry, not the Jeff. I meant the Hefe. Thank you for tuning in and giving us that great information.
The Jeff A.
Oh, and the score.
By the way, a young Jim Harbaugh just walked in. Look.
Oh,
he's got the Michigan hat, the glasses, everything.
He's fantastic. Look at pleated
man.
khakis on right now.
He doesn't have the khakis.
Because it's the younger version. He doesn't get the pleated khakis till he's 35.
The khakis he wore when he was like 13.
All right. Chris, why don't you take us home for tonight?
All right. Well, I'm going to go talk to Jim Harbaugh Jr. over there, buy him a beer, see if he wants to come join our UCF party next week.
All right. That sounds like a plan. Now,
see you guys Monday morning.
I just bought a Cadillac.
Woo!
Throw some D's
Monday morning. It is coming quick, fast and furiously. So since Anthony Mack is wearing a cowboy hat, I'm going to go ahead and play this for him as our outro. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're going to go ahead and go something else. There we go. Thank you guys for listening in. Cowboy Anthony, thank you for showing up tonight.
Cowboys suck. Rehab sports guys suck.
Bring it, Rehab sports guys.
Bring it, bro. Hey, did we start a beef with somebody a couple of weeks ago?
That was the same guys. Hey, Rehab Sports guys, if you want, you can go ahead and throw us a bet that isn't a 12-pack. We do real bets here, real man bets. Bring it. Just bring it. You know what? I'm starting this over, man.
Yeah, do it again, dude. That was horrible.
Bring it.
I mean, that's 12.
Bring it.
That's the best.
Put some D's on it.
That was the best bet they had.
Put some D's on it. You know, they upped it. They're like, hey, we'll do a 36-pack.
Only up north.
See you Monday, guys. Later.